Attitude Broadcasting presents The Mr. and Mrs. Show.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Starring
The Mr.
Hey, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
The Mrs.
So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life.
And we're back. Welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. Show, Halloween edition. Ooh. The spookiness. Anyways, welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. Show. Everyone on Periscope, welcome. If you're listening on Stitcher, also welcome. If you're listening on iTunes, welcome. Anywhere you're listening, welcome. But we are going to get into our second. I could have just said that by saying anywhere you're listening, but I decided to make people feel more welcome.
Is it really? So we welcome you wherever you are.
Wherever you are, welcome. That's a good one. So anyways, let's get into our next segment here. Segment 2, Guilty Pleasures.
Yay.
Wait, hold on. What now? All right, so...
Well, if you don't like if you don't like it, tell our intern.
Yeah, tell our intern, Marty.
Who?
Our intern, Marty.
Marty?
Marty's our intern, and it's not McFly. Don't you dare
No, I wasn't
say
going to say McFly. No,
it's Marty.
It's Marty Newell.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Newell. That's his name.
I don't know what that means.
He's Marty Newell.
Is this
Newell
a joke?
to the show.
Oh. That's a good pun.
No, actually, he's Seymour.
And
no,
Mrs.
actually, his
is not
name is
happy with us.
S'mores Tootsie Roll.
No.
Come on,
No.
man.
This is a family show. Anyway.
We're all family.
Get your material from somewhere else besides the Tonight Show.
Yeah, and don't ask Alexa for any material either. Don't do it.
Tell me a joke.
What is a plumber's favorite shoe? Clogs.
Sorry.
All right, did you like that one, Steven? So
I don't know why, but she tells the best jokes ever. I gotta get one just so I can listen to
the
jokes.
Mr. has brought his companion, the Echo Tap, with him
No,
today.
I call her Becky. She's Becky.
Oh no.
Yeah. You name your stuff. You do.
I didn't realize we named our echoes.
Yeah, no, I named it Echo. Echo
Wait,
sounds
so then does
So
the
what other stuff have you named?
Well, don't forget, Betty used to be my navigator.
Yes, that I remember.
Yeah.
You had it. Really?
Yeah, I named my navigation system Betty.
Oh, I do remember that because we were driving one day. I was like, "Why is her name Betty?" I was like, "What is this?"
Because I had a TomTom, and so I would say
Yeah, so I
Tom,
have
and
Betty.
so
You had TomTom, I had Betty.
So we had Betty.
Oh,
One
But
time it was Stephanie.
It's Alexa, because if you call
Alexa?
her, what name? Becky, she will not respond.
can't you program her to say
Amazon, Echo, or Alexa.
that's it?
You need to be able to change that. And
I
I
bet
wish you could change
eventually
the voice.
I think it'll happen now
Probably.
because
'Cause I
they
would
do that
change
on
her
the
voice.
Siri. Siri, you can actually change Siri to call you whatever you want, and then I think you can call it whatever it wants. I think, but I don't know if that's true.
I don't know why we're referring to
No, but I'm
an
saying-
application as though it were a sentient being.
No, but it's like Alexa.
Becky is
I-
sensitive.
Not
See?
it's a different word than the one I used, but okay.
I don't know what word you.
Have you met society today? We really like our technology, okay? Anyways, let's get into guilty pleasures here. You got a guilty pleasure over there besides Alexa over here?
Alexa's not guilty pleasure.
It is for me because I don't own one, but I want one now.
I figure you did. It must be like
I
a
own
dot.
several.
Yeah, and she's got dots to go with it.
What is that?
It's the Echo Dot. So it's a kind of a compact version.
Ew.
So,
Okay.
Only, unlike the Tap, it doesn't have a battery pack on it, although I did order some while we were sitting here.
Of course you did.
And and it doesn't have the same awesome speaker sound that the Echo has. It's just a smaller, but you can
Something you could take with you.
it's a little
Okay.
more portable. You can put them around the house, and I mean it's cool because it can answer questions, tell you the weather, play music.
Huh. Kind of like that.
And I'm going to start doing some tech in the house so that you can actually like turn on lights and turn off lights and stuff like that.
So when you're sitting down, all you got to say, Alexa, turn the lights off. And you don't have to get up and turn the lights off.
Oh. There we go.
Well, it's a more sophisticated clapper. I don't know why you're giving me that look.
The same reason I didn't like the clapper, I don't care about that.
I'm one of those people that used to have a clapper. Okay?
Why am I not surprised?
I was that person.
That is awesome. I've never had a clapper.
Oh man, I love those things. I used to have the lamps too, where you just touch them once and they get brighter, and then you touch them again and they turn
Yes.
off.
Do
Always had those.
you do realize when they come out holograms for like where you can press something, and like if our son is in another room and she wants to talk to him, and you'll have the video.
You have like a video
call,
that you can
hologram of
actually-
them where you can talk to him. You know who's going to be the first person to sign up for it? So that way,
No, because I will sign up for that before she does, because that just sounds cool. Holograms? Come on, man.
just go knock
I've
on
been
the
waiting
door.
for holograms since like 1990.
Well, you need a friend anyway.
Yeah, I
so.
do. Anyways, let's get the guilty pleasure before we run out of time.
I thought we
here.
just did.
Was that the guilty pleasure?
No,
Because I feel
holograms.
like it kind of was our guilty pleasure.
Holograms? Yeah, there you go. Do you have one?
Holograms is your guilty pleasure?
No, it's not.
It's not even real
You see,
yet.
you wasn't paying attention because you were on your phone.
The Alexa.
They have those hologram stickers.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they have them in the movie.
Good.
What other guilty pleasure do I have?
Are we running out of guilty pleasures yet?
No.
Are we running out
of?
of guilty pleasures? We've talked about music. We've talked about shows. We've talked about movies.
Yeah. Well, because we talked about my penchant for B disaster movies, right? I love those things. I actually talked about them a lot while I was
Well,
away.
speaking of Halloween, does anyone have like a guilty pleasure of Halloween, like Halloween movies, ones that you wouldn't think,
No.
to watch?
During
No,
Halloween?
see, I watch comedy Halloween movies. Like Young Frankenstein is my favorite of all time.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown,
Pumpkin.
like is there like a guilty pleasure to that? Like, do you still watch? Would you go back and watch Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin?
Now that I mention it, sure.
Just
Yeah, I
saying,
mean-
like,
so that's fair. So we actually watch the whole gamut of the Charlie Brown
yeah,
Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And the Thanksgiving one not as good as Christmas or Halloween.
I've got a better
But-
series to watch.
the pumpkin
This
one.
isn't yours. This is mine.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll
The
go
pumpkin
with mine
one's good though.
See why he's such a meanie head? So,
Is that going to be like the theme of the show now? Meaty head as the theme.
well, I mean, I think we've proven out he's mean.
Yes.
So,
I'm so horrible.
on multiple shows.
I'm
I have
still
no
wondering
guinea
why
pig.
she said yes.
Oh gosh, she brought up the guinea. It took her like one segment to bring up the guinea pig.
Funny family moment of the week. I did have one. I forgot.
Oh no.
So we get home from the eating yesterday, and you can go back to your story. But we get home, and our wonderful son finds a lizard.
A tiny lizard, tiny anole.
Right. So he picks it up because he's got a lizard in his room. He's like, "Ooh,
He is
it's
a bearded
lunch."
dragon.
So he's got.
Ooh.
So he takes the little lizard and feeds him to the bigger one. And I'm sitting here watching this thing chase it down like
It hunted it.
it hunted
in the
it
cage.
down in the cage.
Yeah.
Put him in his mouth hole. And at the end of his mouth, you see the little tail going back and forth.
Why is this a guilty pleasure for you?
No, this is funny
Okay.
moment, family moment.
That's not funny.
But-
That's just wrong.
I'm watching this. I'm like,
It's-
why is the same kind of animal eating the same animal?
It's not like
Is the
feeding,
lizard eating the lizard?
It's not like feeding chickens chicken liver. I mean, it's
No, it is.
no, chickens in
that.
the wild eat grass and worms, right?
Well, that's different
Lizards in the
species.
wild eat other lizards.
I know, but different species do not eat the same.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a dragon though. So those are the bigger lizards. Those are the ones that they're, you know.
Well, it's not an iguana. I mean, it's a bearded dragon.
No, it's
right?
a bigger.
Or-
It's a bigger
It's
one,
a bearded
right?
dragon. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how big
So-
is it? Is it like that big?
Yeah, it's
No,
about
it's
that
smaller
big
than
right
that.
now.
Is this-
No, it's
Yeah, it's about that.
It's no, it's a. It's,
Oh, okay.
It's, so I mean, it's still growing. It's not even a year old yet.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's gonna grow to like here because the tail's gonna be like twice as long.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Seen
that,
those,
that was my fun.
Really? I mean, like,
watching that. No, watching.
I think that
It
was
kind of just traumatized me for life now. Like I don't ever want to see a lizard.
Don't
eat
go.
another
You know,
lizard.
then don't watch any National Geographic videos. Good grief.
I don't.
Why I don't?
Real.
There's
wow.
a reason I watch sports.
All right.
I don't see athletes eating other athletes. So hey, I'm good.
Okay, first off, you're
be
getting
creepy.
into it really bad.
Yeah.
It's a lizard, right? Put it in context.
I did. He ate another lizard. That's more as context as I can
It's
get.
not cannibalism if you're a lizard. So
I don't know. I don't know lizard law. They might have a law, and I don't know. But
Cows don't eat cows.
wow.
they might.
I'm in awe of the two of you right now, and
It's kind of what we do, but you know.
Pretty much.
I'm feeling like uncomfortable.
Well, I
Okay.
feel bad for
Well, good. We did our
ruining
job.
your story here. So what you were
I don't
talking about?
know. I
Anyway, go
think
back to
I'm
your
done.
story.
My story is, I like Charlie
Peanuts,
Brown
right?
movies,
Yeah,
right?
Charlie
So-
Brown. All right. Well, you said Charlie Brown. Mine would be the vacation movies. I had loved those movies.
We have to
You
watch.
should, you should be guilty about
What?
watching. They're
What?
horrible.
They're not horrible. They're a cult
I have to watch the
classic.
Christmas Vacation every year. My family loves it. We grew up
Absolutely,
on it.
Christmas.
We have to.
But like the European vacation was
That
around
one was
Thanksgiving.
European
bad.
Vacation was horrid.
That one was bad.
I
But
mean,
it's around Thanksgiving.
Family Vacation was bad enough with the dead grandma and the rest
That
of
was
it.
great. That was great.
Christmas Vacation had its interesting parts with the blowing up of the, the
The tree.
restroom and the RV and the tree and the lights that blinded the neighbors. That was kind of
And
funny.
he kidnapped his
But
boss.
European Vacation was horrible.
Dude,
Horrible.
I would take Vegas Vacation over that one. Any
Really?
day. I liked Vegas Vacation. Was just
Vacation
funny.
was bad, but I would take the European one over that one.
Really?
Yeah, the vacation movies during the holidays is when I start watching them.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
everyone
can.
else that I talk to always watches like Home Alone or something like that, which I get, but it's just too old. Like it's just too cliche.
Yeah.
Too cliche.
I
Yeah.
can't watch Home Alone because it's McCulkin. I just Macaulay Culkin. I just
It's
yeah.
such a shame, right? Because he was so cute in those movies.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing is probably around this time of year is family movies, like stuff like that.
Oh, like the Halloween family movies. you're
Halloween,
talking about,
Thanksgiving.
yeah. Heck, I grew up on Casper.
I
I grew up
absolutely
on that.
love
Yeah.
one of the best things that they do on
Teen
TV every year around Halloween is the Halloween shows they do.
Oh,
like
the
this
ABC
week
Family.
was Blackish. I don't know if you have you started seeing it? Goldbergs, of course, but Speechless.
I haven't
Is
seen
another
it.
one. It's
I know
very
you guys
funny.
like Speechless.
Oh my gosh. So if you have not watched Speechless since it started this season, go watch it on demand or something. It is Minnie Driver. This show is hysterical. Oh my gosh. It is just absolutely
Tell them
hysterical.
about the costume at the end.
The DeLorean.
Oh.
So the dad had made a DeLorean costume for the son in the wheelchair to wear.
Yeah.
Had the lift up doors and it was
He was drunk.
and the kid had gone to a party and had managed to get himself drunk, so he's like driving the DeLorean, he crashes it. It was
And
funny.
each person in the family is dressed up as somebody from the movie. Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, so they have a family costume, just like in Blackish. They have a family costume.
I like that they
Yeah.
did The Incredibles. That was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
that was very
That was
cool.
cool.
That was very. The
But-
Purge was a little weird,
Yeah.
but the Purge was a little
But
weird.
it's nice every year for shows to do that because that's good to do.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love it when they do that.
I like the holiday themes.
The holiday themes are great because I always loved Big Bang Theory when they did the Halloween parties and everything else. I love that. I'm a huge fan of that stuff. I haven't seen this week. I think it was, Thursday was Big Bang, so they might have had a Halloween episode. I don't know. But anyways, let's go into a new segment. You want to
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it. I want to do it. So this is a segment here we like to call Truth or Lie on the show here. So we're each going to tell a truth and a lie, but you're not going to know which one it is.
No, that's not how this works.
Is that not how it works? How does it work?
We each wrote down a truth and a lie.
Okay.
So the other two will pick the number of whichever, what the two things. And then, so if so if you tell me that you want me to go with number one, then you'll read out what my number one was. And then I'll try to convince you that it's,
Oh, we're going to do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll decide whether or not I'm telling a lie or I'm telling the truth. And if,
We really need to talk to our producer before the show.
Marty,
how you
Marty is fired today.
because Marty didn't tell me that's how we were going to do it.
It's how it works on the. Okay, so
we trying to totally rip off something?
no, it's not a ripoff.
It's not a ripoff because you want to do it. Okay.
Yeah. So all right. So Marty didn't tell me that. Marty told me what we were going to do is read them out loud, and you have to see if it was a truth or a lie.
Oh, so you would have to pick which one was true and which one was a lie?
Yeah.
No, then we should do two truths and a lie because that's the that's the general way that's played.
So I have to
you just give
convince-
two true things and one false thing about yourself and let everybody figure out which one's the false one.
So I have to convince you that my truth
that they're
is the
true.
truth.
Well, that they're both. I mean, you really want to trick us, right? So you want us to guess incorrectly that your truth, so you want us to say your truth is a lie and that your lie is the truth in order to win,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah. Well, so,
So do you want? Would you like me to go first so I can lead the way here?
sure.
That's scary.
Sure. Okay, so what are we doing?
So you two decide whether you want me to
Go to
you
the
want
first one.
number one or number two
Number
out of
one.
my two items.
Number
I don't know what number one is, so I'll go with number one.
You're just gonna go with number one,
Even though I do like saying two. You number two.
All right, so Stephen, would you please reveal the
right.
number one item?
Okay, so number one was a QVC Customer of the Day winner.
That's true. Absolutely true. I don't need to hear anything else from my wife.
Just from him saying, I have to say, yeah, it's gotta be true.
I don't need to hear anything else.
Gotta be true.
So you don't want the story?
No, you can tell the story.
No, you
We
can
know
tell
it's
the-
true, though.
But first, we got. All right, so was it true
Sorry.
or false? Tell us that first.
So no, you would want. So I was
You want the story
supposed
first?
to tell the story, so you would be able to make a decision about whether or not it was true or false. But so John was just a couple of months old, and I could not sleep. And I had the TV on, and I had it on QVC. And at the time, they used to have a customer of the day, and they would give out the customer number at the like at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and you would have to call and declare your prize. So I'm sitting there with John because he's not sleeping. I'm looking at the TV and I'm like, oh, I wonder what my customer number is. So I go and I get my little, QVC card thingy that I had. And lo and behold, it's my number. So I call and I'm like, hey, it's my number. And sure enough, it was. So I won a $1,000 shopping spree from QVC.
Good story. That's true.
Okay. All right, you going next?
That was true.
It was
right?
a true story.
Okay,
That's
so
True
that was
story.
See, that's wow.
What do you want to pick? One or two?
For the mister?
Yes.
Number two.
That would be the second one.
Okay. And it reads, I once met Jeff Gordon and called him short.
So
to tell
one
us the
day,
story.
all right, story is when I was working at Blockbuster, he actually came in with his wife, Brooke. They walk in, Everybody's excited. Ooh, Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon. I didn't like Jeff Gordon at the time anyway. Didn't follow the racing a little bit. He walked in, and he came in, and Brooke is a lot taller. So they go into the store, and she's looking at a movie they want to pick out. First of all, she made him reach for it. He was too short to actually get the movie off the top shelf. So he, instead of asking her to get it, came and asked me to get it. So I come over. I was like, dude, are you short? I mean, you can't reach that? I reached it, pulled it down, gave it to Brooke. Brooke gave me a hug and said, thank you for doing that.
False. It's a lie.
I was in until the hug. And you know it.
And she laughed at him and said, hey, he is shorter than you. You reached it.
Yeah, this is a lie.
Okay.
I'm saying lie.
It's true.
Is it true?
Well, the hug part wasn't true, but yes.
So
Wait, hold on.
so you called Jeff Gordon short.
I did. I called him
You
short.
really called Jeff Gordon short?
He was. He is.
See, but you lied in the storytelling.
Okay,
So,
it's true. That part of the hug is false. Okay.
Okay.
But the truth about calling him short is true.
Okay. Do you know how to play this game?
No, I did. Oh my gosh, really? One part of it is false, but the story is true.
But no, if part
It
of your
is
story
true.
is false, then the story
Okay.
is false.
All right, can we move on? It's true. It's true.
All
story.
right. So what do we want to have Steven do here?
Number 2.
You sure? Number
Yes.
2?
Number
That's
2.
the one I wanted.
Can you
Good.
do a number 2?
All right. So
All right.
number 2 is I was a superhero in high school.
True.
Oh, yeah.
True.
I need to hear the
All
story.
right, so
Not
March 14th was a day we celebrated as Pi Day in high school because it's March. It's 3.14. So we did in geometry class. We all brought in something. I didn't bring in anything, so I just decided to create a superhero and become Pie Man as a superhero. And God, it's embarrassing, but so every 3.14 day of the year, I would always dress up as that throughout high school. And I became known as Pie Man, the superhero.
So, all right, let me get this straight. In high school, they called you
This
Pie
actually
Man.
could explain a lot.
They called you Pie Man. What flavor of pie were you?
No, I just had the symbol. I had the symbol of pie, the geometry symbol.
Oh, you didn't have like
pie.
chocolate
No,
Not P-I-E,
or
just
Poontang or
P-I.
P.I.?
yeah,
All right. Pie Man.
Pie Man.
Pie Man.
Get it?
No, I get it.
Get it?
I get it. My story would have been better with you being like a
So
piece
what do you
of pie.
think? Is it true or is it false?
It's true. 100%
Is it
I
true.
think it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
That's 100% true.
Unfortunately, I cannot tell a lie on that one.
That is horrible.
Yeah. I told you, man. I was going to go over the top if we were going to do it. So, yep.
Okay.
So
moving
that
on.
is
Moving
that is
Okay.
a new segment. If you'd like to play along at home on Facebook, Twitter, I mean, give us
Tell us a lie.
Yeah, tell us a lie or tell us a truth and see if we can figure it out here on the show, or give us 2 and we will.
I think we just lost our listeners on Periscope.
Because we said tell us a lie. Is that why? Anyways,
It is the U.S. election cycle.
you're listening to the Mr. and Mrs. Show. We'll be right back for the last segment of the show. Thank you for listening, and see you next time if this is the last show you're listening to on the air. But Periscope,
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's-
should have just ended, but
So
I didn't.
I'd like to say that our sponsor is glad we haven't mentioned them at all today.
By the way, we are sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting, where you can get the pie put into your attitude.
There's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call?